Okay, so we hear it all the time, right? AI is coming, it's going to change everything. But what does that actually mean? For you, for me, for how we work, how we think, how we even find our place in all of this? That's what we're going to get into. We're going to break down a powerful new mindset that could help us not just get by, but actually thrive in this new age.
You know that feeling when the world just seems overwhelming? Like this giant, complicated machine that's impossible to understand? Well, if you feel that way, you are definitely not alone. And believe it or not, that feeling isn't random. It actually comes from somewhere specific, a way of thinking we've all kind of inherited.
It's this idea called scientific thinking, and it goes way back. Ever since, Newton and the scientific revolution, we've been taught to see the world as this big, predictable machine. The whole idea was, hey, if we just figure out the rules and build the perfect systems, we can understand everything, we can control everything.
But here's the catch. This way of thinking, it's led us straight into what you could call a system trap. See, we build all these systems to help us. Law, education, medicine, you name it. But then, they just grow and grow. They get so complex and rigid that suddenly they're the ones in control, and we're just stuck inside them, feeling totally powerless to do anything about it.
All right, so where does AI come in? Is it just another part for that same old machine? Just a fancier gear? No, not even close. The key thing to get here is that AI is something totally, fundamentally different. And this is a really critical shift in how we look at it. See, most people think of AI as just a better tool, right? A faster computer, a smarter hammer. But what if we see it as a new medium, a new way to communicate? Think about it, something on the same level as the invention of writing or the internet. It's that big.
And that idea is so powerful. Because when you change how we communicate, you change, well, everything. Just look at the printing press or the internet. They didn't just dump more information on us. They literally rewired society. Politics, culture, the economy, it all got turned upside down. And AI, well, it's the next big one.
So how does that work, AI as a medium? Well, think of it like a personal translator. Before, if you wanted a computer to do something complex, you had to learn its language. You had to learn to code. But now, you can just say what you want in plain English. You state your intent, and the AI handles the translation. It bridges this massive communication gap for us.
Okay, so if AI is this new medium that can help us break out of that system trap, we can't go at it with the same old mindset that got us stuck in the first place, right? To really use this new power, we've got to upgrade our own thinking first. And this new mindset is called probabilistic thinking. Let's break it down. With the old scientific thinking, the goal was always to find the one single correct answer. But with probabilistic thinking, it's about finding the best available answer for right now. The worldview shifts too. Instead of a stable, predictable machine, we see the world as a complex, always changing environment. And look at the key skill. It's not just about logical analysis anymore. It's about asking great questions and just getting comfortable with uncertainty, navigating it instead of trying to eliminate it.
Here's a great way to think about it. Imagine you're planning a vacation. Scientific thinking is like having a super rigid, minute-by-minute itinerary. If you're 5 minutes late for a museum, the whole day feels like a failure. Probabilistic thinking, on the other hand, is like exploring a new city with just a map. You have a general idea of where you want to go, but you're totally free to adapt, to chase a cool-looking side street, to discover things along the way. The journey itself becomes the point.
Okay, so if AI can crunch data and find answers way faster and better than any human, what's left for us? I mean, really, what's the one crucial thing that we can do that AI just can't? The answer is a fancy word, metacognition. It's simply the ability to think about your thinking. Think of it like this. An AI can be trained to be the world's greatest chess player. It can play the game perfectly. But it can never step back from the board and ask, wait, why am I even playing chess? Maybe I should be playing checkers instead, or maybe I should just go for a walk. That ability to step outside the game and question the rules, that's all us.
And this isn't just some abstract philosophical concept. This is where it gets really practical. Because when you take this new way of thinking and you pair it up with AI as your partner,
It totally changes the game for what a single individual can do.
So in this new world, you're not a cog in the machine anymore. Nope, you're the CEO. And your AI agents, they become your expert staff. They're your analyst, your coder, your researcher. They're the team ready to execute on your vision.
Which means you effectively become a company of one. You have the power and the agility that used to take a whole building full of people.
Now, zoom out for a second. Imagine an entire society full of these companies of one. What do you get? You get something called an intelligent network. It's this decentralized web of people who can collaborate and innovate at lightning speed, far faster than any slow, top-down, rigid corporation could ever dream of.
Okay, this brings us to what might be the most important takeaway from all of this. In a world where AI has all the answers, what's our value? What's our purpose? And the answer is kind of surprising. Humans become more important, not less.
Here it is, the big shift. Our value isn't about knowing all the answers anymore. An AI can do that. Our real human value is now in our ability to ask the right questions, to be curious, to come up with new, interesting, and meaningful problems for the AI to help us solve.
So this is your new superpower. It's your creativity, the ability to just imagine new games for AI to even play. It's your judgment, to decide which goals are actually worth going after. It's that metacognition we talked about, knowing when to throw out the old rules and make new ones. And maybe, most importantly, it's your values, your ability to define what is good, what is right, and what is meaningful. AI can optimize a path, but it can't choose the destination.
So all of this leads to a pretty incredible conclusion. In this new era, where machines can do almost anything, man truly is the measure of all things. The tech becomes a giant mirror, reflecting our own values, our own goals, our own creativity, right back at us. What we build says everything about who we are.
And that leaves us with one last really big question to chew on. For centuries, our schools, our whole society really, has been set up to train workers who are good at following rules. But if the future belongs to the creators, the dreamers, the people who ask the hard questions, how do we start building people who don't just follow the rules, but who have the courage to design the new ones?